Saturday night, and it has been some weeks since it is true, and thus it must be true at this point that the King and Doc podcast is back. I am the Blood Doctor, and I'm here with my man King Hooley. Hooley, my dog, my brother, and my homeboy. What is up, my friend? How you doing on this Saturday night? We're actually almost on time for once.
Yeah. We are only 12 minutes behind, so that's like making progress for sure. What's going on, big dog? How are you doing, man? What's going on with you? You asked me. Oh, my bad. You asked me first. I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. Had a pretty good week. Last week, not so much because really, really sick babies and changing. Just the yuckiness. You know what I mean? But this week has been up. So ended on a good week. Going into next week because the kids were on spring break this week, so it was pretty cool. We had some fun.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I took my son to his first NBA game. He had a great time, but we were in the nosebleeds, and he wanted very badly to be on the dance cam and have a shot at a T-shirt. So next time, I gotta splurge and actually get some really good tickets so he can be on the dance cam. He was breaking it down, man. He was going for it. I have pictures of my 4-year-old son and my 15-year-old nephew, most assuredly throwing gang signs. And I will be using those things against them in the future for sure. My 4-year-old son, I swear to God, he's in the camera doing this. I'm like, I don't even know what sign that is. And I'm so proud of you. It was good times, I mean, I honestly thought he was gonna bitch about how loud it was because he, if things are too loud, I'll be like, it's too loud. But he not even like in his ears hurt way. It's just that when he doesn't like something and it's slightly louder than normal, it's like he's too loud, but then he'll turn Spider-Man up to 8,000. So
it's weird how that works, right?
Yeah, right. When it's his thing, it's not. But hey, he complained pretty little, so it went pretty well. So now we got to get actual good tickets for something so we can get him on the dance cam and I can film that for the
there you go
on here because that should be pretty funny.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. We went to a monster truck wars thing, and it was in the city of Industry, California. It was like last weekend. A lot of reminded me of back home. I'm just saying that. A lot of those people out. So saw a lot of power mullets out, rocking, what I mean? A lot of people with no sleeves, you feel what I'm saying? And fewer teeth, you know what I mean?
People forget, yes, California has Los Angeles. Yes.
Yeah.
California has San Francisco, but 45% of California is goddamn Hicks. People do not understand. So much of that thing. Yeah. It is unreal.
Yes.
How many people in California are sure that it is 1832 and the gold rush is still going on?
I was blown away. It was really crazy. Another crazy, and I got to send you the video, but there was one of the monster trucks being driven by like a 16-year-old kid, right? It was his rookie season. Kept talking about it. And I guess the truck lost control and hit the retaining wall right in front of me.
God damn, man.
Yeah, right in front of me.
This is the thing. Imagine you're that kid's parent, and you gotta explain to the police why you just punched your kid in the face. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? I don't know. But he was like third generation, saying his dad was there, so it was kind of crazy. What else? I made a purchase since the last time we
made a purchase.
Since the last time we
I like purchases.
And
purchases are a good time. Let's talk about it.
Well, two of them mainly. One that I'm really, both of them I'm kind of proud of. The first one is a cooling system for your PS5. If you don't have a cooling system for your PS5 and you having overheating issues, you should probably just get your cooling system because it's working wonders. I haven't had any issues since I've had it. Second thing, I bought a car.
There we go.
Bought a car.
That's the one.
We all know what's going on with in the world and as pertains to gas prices. I drive a minivan and a 2002 Cadillac Escalade. Yes, very low miles because the person we got it for barely drove it. You know what I mean? He basically drove it to and from work. So when we got control of it, it had like 75,000 miles on it. On the 2002. Very great, very good motor. So like, but it's a gas guzzler, and we know gas prices are getting out of control. So I made a post on Facebook after being discouraged of after once gas prices started going up. Gas at that point it went from $5.49 to $5.65 like in a day at the same gas station, same pump. And I made a Facebook post like, "Hey, I'm getting a Tesla. This is it." 17 days after that post, those words became true. I bought a Tesla.
Now, did you buy it from Tesla or did you buy it from another person?
Another dealership.
Okay.
Not a Tesla dealership. I bought it from it's pre-owned. You know what I'm saying? 100%. It's pre-owned because I still can't afford a new one. But I'm very proud of that purchase because I'm already seeing the money that I'm saving, putting in gas. And not only that, you know what I'm saying? There's other stuff like, because I went down like a wormhole with, learning about the vehicle and stuff like that. Not only is it's pretty fun to drive. I'm really excited about that. It's a Tesla Model Y Performance. So like the 0 to 60 is 3.5 seconds. That's the cool part. And also like, I love the way it hugs the road when I'm going around curves and stuff like that. Thank you, Keith, because it looks like my co-host ain't too thrilled. But it's all right. This is looks like my co-host ain't too thrilled. But it's okay because that's why I wanted to get him. I wanted his reaction on the show. That's why I didn't
listen.
But no, it's dude. I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Love it. It's probably
here's how I feel about this. Number one, you didn't provide Elon Musk money, so that's a win. If you buy a car directly from Elon Musk, he directly profits from that. So there you go. So I'm already on board. Number two, I actually looked at Teslas when I was purchasing a used car. I looked at purchasing one from Hertz because they had an endless fleet of Teslas that they had purchased that they were reselling. So I'm not criticizing you at all. It's funny. That was extremely funny. But no, in truth, I get it. Because again, the funny thing about Elon Musk is, if you look at who he was when he started, he didn't start Tesla actually. When he took over Tesla, and what his goals were, those things were very good. And the funny thing is, he hasn't redesigned a Tesla aside from the Cybertruck in like 15 years. So no, you bought what the car was when the mission was good. He has become a monster in the meantime. But the people designing electric cars are still certainly not monsters. So no. Listen, I'm not even hating on it at all. Especially when you didn't buy it from him. If you bought it, if you bought a Cybertruck from Tesla today, I'd be like, what? What are you talking about? But listen, as much as I'm an Elon Musk hater, I am very well aware that the Model Y Performance is one of the highest rated electric cars all time, at least outside of every single electric car currently available in China that's not available here due to tariffs. And that's a Biden thing before it was even a Trump thing. So it is what it is. But no, man, family vehicle, safe.
Yep. Safe, very safe.
I'm with you, baby.
Very safe.
We got to protect our kids before we protect anything else, because that's what it is, Nobody else is going to do that shit.
The biggest thing I was sold on it was maintenance. Like no more, no oil changes. Basically all I had to do is put tires on it when the tires get worn. The regenerative braking, my brake pads probably would last the life of the car.
Yeah.
With the regenerative
you'll go through tires faster because the car is heavy as fuck. But
that's about it. But hey, I love it, man. This is
I looked at a bunch of Teslas when Hertz was selling them for nothing. I considered it. Ultimately, there wasn't one that made sense for me, and I ended up getting a car that was. I got an SUV because I needed one for the family. But again, it's as long as money doesn't go directly to Elon Musk, there's nothing to hate. We should reuse and repurpose all things. Like every Cybertruck should be purchased for as cheaply as possible and then turned into something that Elon Musk would hate. Like that's what you should always do.
Different because Cybertrucks are terrible, man.
Well, no, that's why they need to be rebuilt into something actually useful. And that's the thing, is that you should always take what someone else builds and then weaponize it against them. That's always good.
Right.
News.
Yeah, that's always good. I mean, that's like Tony Stark has made a living on doing
that. It's so embarrassing, though, that Iron Man 2, they literally had Elon Musk in it because they were like, oh, he's like the real life Iron Man. It's like the fuck he is, man. I don't remember Iron Man loving apartheid, but anyway.
Yeah, that's weird. Man, so what's going on with you, man? How's everything been?
Life is good. Children. All I do is children. You know, I have the 2-month-old daughter. So all I do in life is I work and then I chase around my 4-year-old son so he won't bother my 2-month-old daughter. But, you know, the world continues. You know, one thing I noticed, my son was reading the other day. Mm-hmm. And I was very impressed because it was very clear that he can read better than the First Lady, which is something that you brought up to me.
Yes.
Melania Trump going on her, what did you call it?
I don't know. Out of nowhere.
You called it Hooked on Phonics, or you know,
I mean, you got to be a '90s kid to get that. Hooked on Phonics in the '90s was like this. Was this program to help kids learn to read more efficiently. You know what I'm saying? And it became a joke in the hood. It became a joke. You know what I'm saying? If you couldn't read, like, hey man, we're gonna get that Hooked on Phonics for you, bro. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? We got you. If he was one of, first, let me give you a little context of what's going on, right? So Melania Trump, out of nowhere, and according to Donald Trump, like unbeknownst to him, she set up a whole press conference where she decided that it was very important that the American public knew that she had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell. Out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, literally nobody, Melania Trump. I would like to just make sure everyone knows that I sound it out. did not know Ghislaine Maxwell or okay, sound it out. Jeffrey Epstein. Thank you. It was terrible.
And it reminds me, there's this very famous tweet, like you said, because she said this out of nowhere. Yeah. And there's this famous tweet. I can't remember who said it. I apologize. If you Google it, you'll find the original version. But this guy, basically, he said, my not involved in human trafficking t-shirt has people asking a lot of questions that have already been answered by my t-shirt. And that's, you know, like, that's the thing about Melania here, is she's like, literally came out here and she was like, I just want you to know I was not involved in human trafficking. And we were like, so why would you say that you were involved in human trafficking? It's like, she's like, excuse me, I just told you I was not involved in human trafficking. I didn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, we're like, yeah, but we didn't ask. So you coming out telling us is peculiar. And she said, like, this is already answered by my first statement.
I don't know why she did. And then the second part, right? I'm watching it, and I'm one of those people, like, if you talk shit to me, like, I troll the trolls on Facebook. If you troll me, if you try to get at me and your grammar is bad or you misspell shit, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna attack that. So as I'm reading this, I mean, I'm saying, sorry, as I'm watching her, like, saying that, I'm like, okay, her accent can't be that damn. How long has she been in the United States where she, you know what I'm saying, that accent, you know what I mean? How long has she been speaking English here? To where that accent shouldn't, you know, make, you know, be tripping over words the way she is. I was like, I don't think this bitch can read. You know what I mean? Because and then the way she was looking down, of course, like the speech was written, but her hands didn't move, and like her hands being blocked. So I'm just assuming she's using her finger because she's reading at that pace. You know what I'm saying too. You know what I mean? So like her finger is like yeah.
My favorite version of this idea is that Melania is incredibly frustrated that nobody cares about her. So, like 20 years ago, she released her nudes, right? She did like a Playboy thing where she did nudes or whatever because she wanted attention and no one really cared. And then now she did this movie for Amazon. She's like, so everyone in the preview, so everyone wants to know, let's let them know. No one wants to know. No one cared. No one saw the movie. Of course. So now that no one saw her movie, so no one cared about her being naked. No one saw her movie. So she's like, I know what I'll do. I'll go in public and just be like, I'm not involved in human trafficking. Like doing anything she can to get people to pay attention to her. Like very soon, I expect her to come out and have a press conference and be like, I was not involved in the Holocaust. I was not there. I just want anyone who thinks that I served under Hitler to know I did not do that.
It wasn't me.
We're instantly going to be like, well, let's go find all the things that we can link Melania to her. Because they're the dumbest fucking people in the world. And everything they do is, did you see this shit about Barron didn't invite Ivanka to his birthday party? And people were like, well, of course he didn't invite her because they have different moms and they're totally different and they grew up in different eras and they're not close. And I was like, what fucking world am I living in that I'm reading this about the goddamn White House? This is not Real Housewives of DC. This is the White House.
Nobody cares, dude. Nobody cares. This is the most like pick me family I've ever seen in my life. Like, hey, look at me. I'm doing something too, and it makes no fucking sense, dude. It makes
Ivanka's
no fucking
hot,
sense.
though. I'm not gonna front. Like Ivanka's crazy hot. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm not gonna we tell truth on this show. We tell truth on the show. Go Google Ivanka and come back to me.
If the situation was,
well, I'm not saying I want.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying I would do it. I'm not gonna say I would do it. But if everything,
no, I know your wife's in the house. I'm not.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If that wasn't the whole thing, and I was single, Huli, like I was probably, saying years ago.
My wife's watching right now. I got to sleep on the couch after that joke, but it's worth it because it's reality.
No, I absolutely would not do that because no thanks.
Remember the Patrice O'Neal joke about about like you ask a woman on a lie detector, would she risk her marriage for like Brad Pitt or Denzel Washington? And she'd say no, and she'd pass the test because we were very honest. And if you ask a man, okay, would you risk your relationship for that woman passed out behind the dumpster over there? And that's the equivalent of what we are.
Yeah.
Patrice always knew.
That's very sad, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm going to get us canceled from our own network at this point.
I know. I want to apologize for the behalf of what the Blunt Doctor said. And
yeah. Oh, that's cool. You apologize.
I don't know. I wouldn't do that for sure. Not on my wife. Right. Absolutely not.
I said it. I didn't even say it.
Absolutely not.
I own that. I own what I said. I don't.
She wasn't.
I said a lot of things. I said a lot of things on this show. I said the things that got us removed from the other network. So what do you want from me?
I don't know. I don't know if you did.
When you, it's pretty cool. That joke about Charlie, and Charlie Kirknecht, we were done.
Yes, I think that. Yeah, I think that was about it. Maybe that.
Listen, when you order up a slice of the Blood Doctor, it comes with a spicy sauce. What do you want me to do?
If we had to pinpoint, I would say if we play at probabilities, you know what I'm saying? We know NASA, you know what I'm saying? We're not the Artemis. We'll talk about it in a second, but if we were playing like doing math and stuff like that, I would say probability, maybe slightly higher probability that you caused us to get.
Glenn knows. Glenn knows, but he's not.
Glenn knows. Yeah, Glenn knows. Yeah, he's the gatekeeper over there. Glenn knows, but it's cool though. Hey, we taking Glenn too.
Yeah, hey, listen.
We taking Glenn too.
You know what my favorite kind of eggs is, baby?
What's that?
Poached.
Let's go. Hey man, did you watch any of the Artemis stuff?
I watched some of it. It was the space stuff was cool. The Trump interview was tremendously embarrassing.
I skipped that part. No, let's not talk about that.
There, and we're like, because they didn't want to talk to him. Like,
I know, right? It's like, oh, we breaking up.
Yeah, well, I can't.
What was that?
And Trump's like, no, they can hear me. I hear myself. It's wonderful.
Yeah. They're holding their cell phones. I'm like, hey, sorry. Is he gone?
They just start floating away. They open the airlock and float away into space because they just don't want to deal with Trump. They're like, Dad, listening to this guy.
I tell you this, man.
Listen, the funny thing to me is the one thing I agree with Republicans on, truly, and this dates back to George W. Bush. The one thing I have actually agreed with Republicans on is that we need to continue space exploration. Funny enough, the Democrats have done a lot of paring back NASA in the name of localized social programs. Now, that's not to say that Republicans have not also cut NASA's budget at times, but also when NASA has come to them and been like, we got some shit you can sell, Republicans will fund it. And Democrats will repeatedly go, no, this needs to go to a localized social program in a city. And it's very interesting that George W. Bush wanted to colonize Mars. Now, whether or not that is scientifically feasible is another discussion. But the point is that he had actual forward-thinking space policy, whereas Democratic policy has become regressive. So, while I think this was a stupid show of nonsense, I'm actually happy that we utilized our space program to launch a mission that went close to the moon again, because every single dollar that we spend in space has so much scientific benefit to us as a community.
Absolutely.
We learn so much.
Yeah.
Any space mission I'm in support of.
Dude, just what I'm not gonna lie, man. I would say prior to maybe a day prior to the launch, I had no clue we were going back to the moon. I was like, damn, we're going back to the moon. Okay, well, shit, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go. Oh, there's people in this fucking. Oh, this time. Oh shit. Okay, wow. This is historic. And now they're like, this is the furthest. Just thinking about that, man, kind of blows my mind. This is the furthest any human has ever been out into space. Was even further than Apollo mission, you know what I'm saying? And then for them to come back, and watching the re-entry, bro, I held my breath the entire time. I was watching it on the news and watching and listening to the anchors of the commentators, and everybody felt worried, you know what I'm saying? That 6 minutes where they were saying, I was so happy to hear fucking the commander's voice come back on. I was like, oh my God, because that's crazy. And then thinking how fast they're falling, man, I felt very proud to have witnessed that history.
Well, I think that the space program is something that every American can agree is something that we are generally very proud of. Not generally. We are extremely proud of.
I think that shit's cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
As a country. And the problem is that we have privatized too much of it. And the funny thing is, again, I hate Elon Musk, but if you want to look at the best private company, Boeing has been a joke. SpaceX is significantly better. And SpaceX is not without their flaws, of course. But Boeing is the reason that those two astronauts were stranded on the space station for months, because they couldn't get the Starliner home. And so I am in support of all space exploration, because, again, the science that is done in space and what we learn is so unbelievably, it's like every dollar we spend on space, we get $8 worth of value or some shit. I can't remember the exact number, but space exploration is so 100% worth it. It's one of the few places where you can conduct scientific experiments that have very few outside forces. Like, it's so fucking valuable. And so, and as you said, no one has ever gone this far. So we have proven now that our space program continues to excel, and we should be doing that. And this is the one thing I'm going to support that the Trump administration has done. This is the only one.
I'm not going to give them credit.
Biden could have done this.
I'm not going to get them any. I'm never going to give them any credit for this. But anyway,
well, no, I mean, I'm supporting. I'm just saying. I'm not supporting it as their idea. Of course,
I don't give a shit, dude. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I mean, it's cool that I guess we agree on that. You know what I'm saying? Me and you and the King of Doc podcast and the Trump administration agreeing that, hey, it was cool to go, send Americans back, or not even Americans, just fucking people in general, back out to the, to the moon and doing that trip, the whole Artemis program. Yeah, that's cool right there, but I'm not going to agree. I'm not going to give them satisfaction at all.
I'm not saying they deserve any credit. What I'm saying is that it's the only thing that they've done that I don't openly fucking hate.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this is the one thing that they've done that I can go, okay, I'm not going to sit here and complain about this. I don't support them. I'm not giving them credit for it. I'm just saying that I'm not sitting here actively campaigning against this.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fine. You know, because I agree with you. They deserve no credit for anything. They didn't plan this.
They didn't hold one tracker. You know what I'm saying? They didn't push one button on any calculator. You know, they didn't figure out any math problems.
I am not sitting here like
hanging them motherfucking shit. Fuck
what's the word? Protesting them for doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not protesting this. I'm glad that this happened, regardless of who is president. That's all I'm saying.
Me too. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just very, very excited about it, man. It's really cool. But then you have these people. You have these people. I don't think we win. I don't think, like, bro, like, you fucking come on, dude, for real.
That's the plot of the movie Interstellar. Like, are you a fucking moron? You're a movie character.
Yeah, I don't think we win. I think this was staged too. I'm like, oh my god. But then I started looking at who the people were saying this, and it was the people who kept their heads down in science class.
Yeah,
it was the dummies. The dummies. It's always the stupid people.
It's everyone who currently votes MAGA. So
yeah, it was
Trump is even currently like supporting the Artemis missions, and they'll still be out here like it's fake.
America's first.
Trump has to lie to us to protect us from the Democrats.
Why we gotta go to the moon? Why we gotta go to the moon? I can't wait to see the pictures, dog. I can't wait to see the pictures because they allowed them to. They allowed them to take like their cell phones up, the iPhones and stuff like that.
That's just really cool,
bro. Have that as imagine like Thanksgiving, dude. As one of them, you can't top that story. If they sent the blunt doctor to the moon, if they sent me to the moon, you couldn't tell me shit. I'm gonna talk about the moon that trip the entire time.
That's the only thing I'd ever talk about again.
You had to change your name from King Hooley to Moon Man Hooley.
Yeah, they'd be like, I got promoted at work. I'd be like, oh, sick, man. I walked on the moon. And they'd be like, yeah, you tell me that every day. And I'd be like, did your promotion at work involve you walking on the moon? No, so shut the fuck up. I walked on the moon.
You can't impress me. Like that's not a one up. That's not a one up.
I'm not hearing nothing.
That's a 7,000 or how many ever miles it is like to the moon up.
I would talk shit to LeBron James if I was an astronaut, dog. Man, I would be like,
the first thing I would do is walk outside and tell everybody to suck my dick.
I would go find every athlete I could and just be like, that's amazing. Did you go to the moon?
Yeah, cool.
You know that I've been to the moon? That's cool, man. You didn't go to the moon. Like I would like
moonwalk. Slam dunk.
Yeah.
Bitch, please.
I'm telling you, so when you slam dunk, did you fly as high as I flew when I flew to the moon? No, you didn't fly. All right, cool. I'm just curious.
What was your vertical? What was your vertical?
I was just curious if your vertical was millions of miles, because mine is. Because that's how I would be so petty about it,
dude. Every time.
That's how I would treat everyone.
Man, I'm like, hey,
Because
hey,
what
hey,
did you be
DMV.
humble? Come on.
DMV, how can I get a rocket ship on my license plate? I don't want shit else. Rocket ship. That's it.
Exactly.
And a moon. That's it. That's all.
I
Two
think
things
they
I
would
want.
give it to you. I think they would give it to you.
You better.
I think you could.
You better.
I think you could. I think if you just built your own license plate and the cops pulled you over, they'd be like, "My bad. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
It's like in Starfield when they find out you're the mantis, the spacers run away. I think it would be the same thing.
Exactly.
That's a very niche joke. So
have you been playing baseball's back?
You know, it's exciting, man.
Yeah.
I've been playing the show.
Mm-hmm.
The new franchise version is terrible. The way they've stunted free agency and trades.
Really?
They're just trying to make you play Diamond Dynasty. I hate that shit. But I heard you had some thoughts on Road to the Show. I heard in a text message that you sent me that you told me that you had some thoughts on Road to the Show.
I did. I do. I think it's kind of like too late. You know what I'm saying? We're 20 years. We're at 20 years of the Road to Show because I remember walking into a GameStop in 2006 looking for a specific game. Yeah. Right. I was looking for MVP, EA Sports MVP baseball because according to one of our top 10s, the greatest sports game of all time, MVP baseball. I was waiting on the 2006 version to come out. Never came out. I kept walking past this game that had David Ortiz on the cover. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I don't know about this. Let me look at it. Because I didn't want to play. I want to play a realistic baseball game. You know what I'm saying? In 2005, MVP 2005 was realistic. I wanted to play that, but I didn't want to buy it and it ended up being like King Griffey Jr. baseball or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Insert here Superstar Baseball and had like this trash gameplay or whatever. Right? You did. It was on that list. On the same list. But I picked it up and I flipped it over the cover and it had if you know me, you know any sports game I like playing the career modes and Road to the Show was on there. Play yourself from the minors into never been played like anything like that before, man. Big baseball fan, you see that, and with this game is coming out, I buy it every fucking year. World Baseball Classic comes out, and even this year they advertise the World Baseball Classic on it, right? Why can't and even you can even put in with 2K. How come like there can't be every, you know how like the Olympics are, right? So every 4 years in your career in 2K, why can't you play the Olympics? Why can't you get, you know, selected to be on the Olympic team? Or in terms of like MLB The Show, why can't we play incorporate the World Baseball Classic into Road to the Show? You know what I mean? Like something to do in the off season.
You know, and I do. I feel like this version, like it's lacking. Like there are things that I love, and there are things like you're talking about right now where you're just like literally missing the entire point of what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And what frustrates me is like it doesn't seem like so many iterations of this game. Like if you go back 20 years to because the first version of the show was MLB 06. Before that, it was just called MLB 05. MLB 06, the show, is literally the first version that was the show. And so
San Diego Sports took over with San Diego Studios took over, right? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And so it was very realistic, and it has continued to be. But every iteration makes minor small changes, and then I feel like in the last few years they've completely stripped out what makes those modes good in favor of enhancing Diamond Dynasty because it allows them to have so many microtransactions.
Yeah.
And so like you're saying, like they leave out exactly what we're asking for in favor of something that they can charge an additional $1 for.
Right.
And that's why
I guess
MLB, I still play MLB 17, the show, dude.
Oh, yeah. That's still a good game.
It's so good. Like,
yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I just don't get that yet. You know what I'm saying? It should be incorporated into, because that's what happens in like, if you want to be as close to the game as possible. playing on an Olympic team, in the NBA is a very big possibility. You know what I'm saying?
And especially when
as much as like
people are paying like $100 for like the pre-launch editions with all these different, it's just lame, dude. No, I agree wholeheartedly, but again, it's what are you gonna do, right? Year to year, all of these games, 2K, Madden. If they
not so much like Madden, because there's nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they start doing, okay, we're gonna building with the flag football thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's just start building that up. Okay, well, the NFL will hold a flag football tournament in the middle of the season, or build the Pro Bowl better. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work. It won't work that way. But like more so like with the NBA, because like every 4 years we know the Olympics are coming. You know what I mean? Right. So like, why can't we? And even the NBA is so heavily influenced into it, and even in 2K has the Team USA. You can play in World Champion or World. They have those teams or whatever you can play on. But my thing is like they should incorporate that, because they talk about it. They in the real league, they promote it so much. You know what I'm saying? And Major League Baseball promotes the World Baseball Classic so much. Like you need to. If you're making these games, you need to incorporate those things into career mode, because that's a part of those fucking players' careers. Some of them you got to be good at, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You can still play rookie and shit like that and make it easy. You know what I mean? But it'll be cool to have that option, man.
Yeah,
be real cool to have that option.
I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, I just think. Again, I've always said that I wish that instead of making an update every single year, that they would take time, like release a new version every 3 years. Just release roster updates in the meantime. We don't need a new version every single year. I know they would lose money, but the game would be so much fucking better.
Yeah. More people will buy it.
If they did microtransactions over a 3-year cycle of a game, that would bother me way less. Doing microtransactions over a 1-year cycle is just,
dude, or even carry, like, say let the stubs carry over. If I have MLB 25 and I still have 48,000 stubs on there, right, left over, right?
Yeah, but
with my account, you know what I'm saying, and I buy in MLB 26, even if it takes a hit, you can take 20% of those, and I'll carry let me carry over the 80. So the 80% of those, you know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, you got to do so, because I don't think that's cool either. I mean, you could do that with 2K also, like the microtransactions for them is ridiculous. VC, everybody wants VC. I'm like, man, but people buy that shit, dude.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but hey, what are you gonna do? Again, that's why you go play MVP Baseball 2005. That's why I play the Show 17. That's why I play NBA 2K11. So what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
History holds the greatest video games. They are not released every single year. That's what we have learned over time. GoldenEye is still one of the greatest of all time.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. I remember like so many different nights in the barracks, the tournaments. You know what I'm saying? How'd you guys doing this? So okay, dude, we would break shit down. We would have like 5 different, like mini tournaments of 5 different rooms, and then come together in the day room. You know what I'm saying, and go at it for hours, like in the final tournament. So, and that's GoldenEye, bro. GoldenEye needs to make a comeback. They need to bring that game back.
I agree with that.
Shit back. Bring back GoldenEye.
You want to know the most underrated N64 game of all time, and it's gonna be the least shocking thing for me to say it.
Underrated N64 game?
Yeah.
Go ahead, hit me with it.
The Mission Impossible game. It was
not shocker.
Yeah. But it was not very widely played. It actually had a really cool if you like stealth games, it is a very cool game. If you hate stealth games, you would hate that game. But no, it is funny enough. But actually, funny enough, Tom Cruise has basically stopped them from making the video games because he doesn't, it's about the movie, which I understand. But I would encourage anyone. I know I make fun of myself for it, but for real, that game is actually a pretty sick stealth game. Dude, like if you enjoyed, like
I love those games. Hitman is a good one.
Yeah. And the thing is this game is loosely based on the first Mission Impossible movie, but like there's a lot of other stuff, and it's very much about sneaking around, take a picture of this, snipe this person, those sorts of things. It was a pretty fun game.
There was a game on PlayStation that was really dope like that. You know, saying Siphon Filter. Probably one of the best ones that best like stealth games ever.
Did you ever play Warhawk on PlayStation?
Warhawk. Probably no.
Incredible game. No. Incredible game. One of the best, probably like the best 90s dogfight game. Because that, it took them a long time to get dogfighting games down right. But Warhawk was fucking cool. But anyway, that's PlayStation 1 lore.
Yeah, that's definitely PlayStation 1 lore. Oh man, what's another PlayStation 1 for me? If it wasn't, I played a lot of Metal Gear too. Metal Gear also played a lot of Metal Gear. I always played sports games, so I always had played Madden. I always played remember it was Game Day. Remember Game Day?
Game Day.
And then
989 Sports.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, Game Day. I played a lot of NBA 2K and not 2K, but NBA Live. Played a lot of NBA Live on that. So yeah, those are the days, man. Now I mean, there's no NBA Live. I play 2K. I barely play Madden. I play a lot of. I'm so happy college football is back, dude. I miss that game so much. I have over 500. I mean, I think we talked about this on the show. I have over for 25 college football 25. I have over 550 hours played on that game. Ridiculous.
That's something else, man. That's like what I have.
That's a lot of time away from my children. That's a lot of time. But no, be honest, I play my video games like at this time we're doing this podcast like every night. I play late. Once the kids go to bed, I play for like 2 or 3 hours. That's a lot of weight.
That was fucking funny. All right,
Coachella, man.
Yeah,
are we gonna talk about Coachella?
Let's just zoom through these two real quick before we hit the best part. Yeah. Bieber at Coachella, I think this is one of the funniest fucking things in the world. The idea that this guy's like making a comeback. Like what are we like this? The last few years of this guy's been so weird. He got married, he stopped being a whoremonger. He stopped doing things like pissing in mop buckets. Then he got obsessed with Christianity for a while and wouldn't stop going to church and having his PR people put out things about Jesus. And now it's like he's going to be back and he's going to rock the stage, Machine Gun Kelly style. Like,
no way. One thing, I'm glad for the maturation. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he grew up.
Sure.
Yeah. I just find it very hard to believe older people trying to do younger things. You know what I'm saying? I look at these kids like, come on. I caught myself like I said some slang to my nephew the other day, and I was like, "Holy, shut the fuck up! Like, what the fuck is your problem?" You know what I mean? Like, it don't even sound right coming out of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I stay in my lane. I'm a forever say shit like, "Oh, that shit was dope, bro." Well, that's just tight. I don't 6'7" and all this this brain rot shit. I have no clue, and it's dumb to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm realizing I'm getting old. Like I'm this old. Like I'm reading shit like that old. You know what I mean? Why am I walking around with my pants hanging on the floor? You know what I mean? So congratulations, Justin Bieber, for growing up a little bit. You're not pissing in mop buckets anymore. You love Jesus, and that's fantastic, bro. I'm glad you're not doing that shit anymore.
I'm just really excited to see him come out here and try to play. I swear to God, he's going to try to play heavy metal. It's going to be hilarious. My favorite thing, though, is what you said about the Bruno Mars thing. Now that Bruno's back on tour, and I quote Hulu,
man,
Bruno owes someone money for cocaine. Correct. 100% correct.
Yeah.
He owes a lot of people a lot of money for a lot of goddamn cocaine and a lot of fucking gambling, from what I understand.
Yeah. Cocaine is the fun part. That's neither true nor untrue, because we can't confirm that just right now, but it's definitely the gambling thing. One thing about it, I will say this: and in our household, we're big Bruno Mars fans. We love his music. You know what I mean? A couple years ago, Pearl and I, we went to a Silk Sonic concert, and we walked out of that concert. It was like, that shit was fucking dope as fuck.
That's the reason that he owes money for the cocaine. Is Silk Sonic. This is gonna be the first tour ever.
What you doing?
This could be the first. This could be the first tour ever where his paychecks have garnishments.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm pretty sure because he's doing. Like, well, let's see. Let's back up a little bit because, like, you know, he just finished a residency. In Vegas, right? And now he comes out with new music and he's hitting his world tour. He working like he owes somebody some money, and like serious money, bro. But good thing for him, bro. Good thing, puts on a fucking fantastic show, dude. Like he will be out here sometime in October, and I think we're trying to go to that show.
Fair enough. I can rock with that. He's just the most, like,
he changes
that
up.
guy owes motherfuckers money.
Yeah.
Like Charles Barkley and Norm Macdonald combined. Yeah. Like that guy owes people money.
I think he owes money from the 24 karat Magic era. Yeah.
He gambles at the tables. Dog, he gambles at the tables like every night. Like he is the definition of who you can't do that. Like he is, you know, and he just keeps doing it. So, you know, more power to him. Because hey, when you have the ability to launch a world tour just to pay your debts, you know, you live in life.
There's a line on 777, which is like a song from the Silk Sonic album, where he goes, "I got bills to pay. I got fuck it. It was fuck it. We balling." He like, no, hot hand.
I mean, I've been there.
Hot hand. Yeah,
I've really been there. I don't think I've ever been there with like $200 million.
Yeah. You know, how much does he owe? You know,
I okay. Legitimately, I have heard that this fool is like $20 million in debt to casinos.
Shit.
Now that can't be real. That cannot be real. It can't be real.
Somebody's like, hey.
But I have heard one of the reasons that he took a residency was to cover all the fucking money he owed MGM. That can't be real. That can't be true. That shit cannot be true.
Dude, that's not the first time. That's not the first time I heard that story. So there has to be some type of truth to it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not like making that up. Like I've read that multiple places. Like listen,
when I first learned,
you know.
When I first learned about the residency, you know, saying Bruno Mars has a residency in Vegas. First thing Pearl said was like, "Hey, he owes a lot of money for gambling. That's why he's doing that. Like he's stuck in Las Vegas. There's some mob boss like in the shadows. Like, yeah, you owe me a lot of money. Get out there."
Bruno Mars gambles and Nick Cannon fucks. These things are true. So
yes, both true. Both two truths in the same universe, baby.
Amen, brother.
The NBA playoffs are about to start. And in honor of the NBA playoffs going to start, the King and Doc podcast has chosen a top 10 that's pretty feisty because we're about to see a bunch of like intense play. So in honor of that intensity, we give you there we go. The top 10 all-time NBA fights, according to the King of Doc. Top 10.
And this is gonna be interesting because we're gonna try to show some clips of this without getting DMCA'd.
Right.
We want to give some context to what occurred here. Let's do it. Is right, baby.
Yes.
These are, historical incidents that are generally pretty fucking funny.
They are, dude. Like, we picked some good ones.
Let's just dive into number 10 here. Wrong thing. So, number 10 is the time that Beef Stew just attacked LeBron James. And they get into it, and him and LeBron get into it here. And these motherfuckers just It just goes and it gets worse and it gets worse to the point where this dude is bloodied and losing his shit. The entire team is holding him back, trying to keep him from LeBron. He like was all right. Well, cool. I'm cool, coach. I'm good. It's all good. And then
I'm not.
He goes again. And then he goes again. And he's like, I mean, he's like swinging on trainers, dog. Like this is one of the craziest ones. Like the reason I mention this is because, in honest to God truth, like this probably could have been higher on the list. The reason that's number 10 is because, like, the consequences in situations.
Oh, my bad. Ooh. My bad.
The consequences in situation were basically nonsense. Like, this is when Beef Stew was a rookie. This game really was the Pistons were no good. There was no opportunity for anything like really crazy to go on here. This was just Isaiah Stewart, and nearly this almost fucked up Isaiah Stewart's career. That's really like the biggest consequence of this. Is that Isaiah Stewart almost lost his career. And yeah, he said it here. This was a big deal. Like watching the response to the background, people are insane. And my favorite part is he literally pulls I'm good, coach. I'm good. I'm good, coach. I'm calm down. And then he literally loses his shit after that. It's craziness. And it's just classic because it's a 19-year-old kid. I'm good. Hey, I understand, coach. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. I'm fine. Bloody and I mean, it's just one of those things that, like, historically, is very funny. It just was. And again, fighting isn't funny.
It's not,
but it's kind of funny.
That shit was hilarious, bro. That shit was.
Why don't you tell us about number 9, and then I'll play the clip, and then you can talk about it.
All right, hold on a second. All right, and here, cool. No, there, cool. All right. Well, anyway, number 9. Let me move over. Number 9 is two goats battling, and not in the sense of battling. They kind of tussling. This is kind of a tussle here. You know what I mean? It's the 19. I think it's like 94, 95. It's the Pacers and the Bulls at the time. We see Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller kind of like talking shit to each other. Michael Jordan goes up into like mush. They just grabbing each other's faces. I don't know. It looks like they're gonna kiss at one point. They don't. Saying no one has said anybody, but they don't kiss. But it's kind of like a pity pat fight. Like, yeah.
We'll see it again right here.
Let's watch it again.
Right.
See, they're talking and like Reggie stops and then like and then they just I don't know. Like it's like they kind of tussle. Like and they're putting their hands in his face. I think Reggie Miller got scratched in his face. Michael Jordan, he kind of gives him a little mush. Reggie Miller acts like a light-skinned kid from Riverside. Here you go.
Oh my God. Oh man. That was and listen, I mean Reggie was such a goddamn instigator,
Oh yeah, big time, man.
That was Reggie Miller is mentioned a lot in situations with Michael Jordan when he is nowhere near that level of player. Like Reggie Miller is not a top 20, top 30, top 40. I don't even know if he's a top 100 all-time player. Reggie Miller
really?
I
don't know about that, dude. I don't know.
Well, okay. I mean,
granted, he wasn't the best basketball player in his house growing up.
That's what I'm saying, dog. Like, I mean, like, I'm not trying to hate on Reggie. Like, here's the thing. Yeah. What I'm saying is he might be like 102 or 103. Like, well, dude, when they did the all-time top 75, like, they left, like, Dwight Howard off, I think. And, it's harder than you think it is. And Reggie, as good as he was, is not nearly as good as his contemporaries. And that stuff gets kind of forgotten. But we could talk about that another day.
Yeah.
Number 8 is a hilarious incident, and I just have really a still frame that I want to show for this one because this is fucking funny. And this is when they were talking about it, and this is the Rockets Clippers incident from a few years ago that was essentially in a post-game scenario. The Rockets supposedly went looking for the Clippers players, and supposedly there's a secret tunnel, and Clint Capella knocked on the door and was trying to draw them out. And obviously all of this is bullshit, right? This whole story, like the way that people concocted stories, it's like national treasure. Like there's tunnels underground in Staples Center, and they're like, listen, what you don't know about all of this is that there's a secret tunnel from the Lakers locker room that goes underneath all of Los Angeles. That's where Kobe Bryant's living right now. He never even died. He just hopped off the helicopter and ran right in there. That's Lakers fans. That's the level of insanity,
man.
And this again, I just want to show this one more. This is just my favorite thing. Look at Shaq on the far left. Shaq is fucking crying, laughing. He can't even. They're all bent over. Shaq is literally like the whole thing was so fucking funny because it was just absurd. Like the whole story. Again, it's like Clint Capella snuck around to the secret tunnel and knocked on there were stories about the way that Clint Capella knocked on the door. The NBA is stupid, and the drama machine creates the dumbest moments that are wonderful, and that's why I love the NBA. So, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Shaq, let's bring up this next clip. You got the clip?
Speaking of Shaq, I do have it.
Yes.
Speaking of Shaq,
rookie year Shaq.
It's old school.
Rookie year Shaq against the Detroit Pistons. That is Dennis Rodman right there, number 10. Let's see. Okay. Oh, well, look, Isaiah Thomas. Holy crap. I think, is this it? That is.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I thought I queued up.
Wow, look, Byron Scott. I think this is it right here. Okay. Hard foul about Ben Lambert. Alvin Robertson was trying to break up the fight. And he says some shit. He gets Shaq and yuck up. Punch right in the face. In the face.
This is
back it up. Check it out.
He tried to talk to Shaq. Boom! Boom! That is classic.
Bro,
I mean, that is
bro.
I
think Alvin Robinson is very pissed off with us right now because we brought that shit up from 92. He's trying.
You're forgotten.
Yeah, you thought we forgot, Alvin?
We're coming for you.
We're coming for you, bud.
The new podcast is the Alvin Robertson Hate Podcast.
I'm telling you, bro. Watching that happen, I didn't watch it. I mean, I saw it on SportsCenter. That's exactly probably the same little clip. You know what I'm saying? I watched it on SportsCenter, dude. That shit was crazy. I think Shaq was suspended maybe 2 games or something like that. Alvin Robertson, we don't know where he went. He's on the milk card.
If Shaq cared about basketball, if Shaq truly cared about basketball, the Magic could have won so much. But, by the time he got to the Lakers, he had established that he didn't have to care. But if he had ever truly cared about the game, but one of my favorite quotes from Kobe Bryant was what he said to Jim Gray in an interview that Jim Gray told him not to air. But Kobe said, the guy who powders donuts at 7-Eleven has more pride in his job than Shaq does. And that's Kobe, man. That's Kobe.
That's
number
right.
What are we on? This is number 6.
Number 6, yes.
Number 6. So this one's not specific. This is just me being me. But Charles Oakley, anytime he fought anyone. And the funny thing about this is this right here, this fight is with Xavier McDaniel, who became his teammate on the Knicks the year after this. Right after this, these two became incredibly close and became tight teammates on multiple Knicks playoff teams. But right here,
dude,
these two motherfuckers wanted to scrap. And listen, let's give it to Xavier McDaniel because he went at Charles Oakley, dog. Nobody in the world went at Charles Oakley, but Xavier McDaniel went at fucking Charles Oakley, okay? And so this fight was not specifically the one I was talking about. But what I mentioned essentially was in my slide was every single New York Knicks practice that Charles Oakley was ever a part of. Because one book that I have said that everyone should read is Blood in the Garden, which is a story about the 90s New York Knicks, just talking about basically the way that Pat Riley built and coached that team. And the toughness was the entire ethos of the Knicks at that time. That was the whole thing that they did. That was the whole thing that they had built. And Charles Oakley was the center of that. He would fight dudes in practice. He would gamble with guys on planes. And if they didn't have enough money to cover their poker debts, he had a credit card machine. And he would fucking charge them and he would send it to a credit card company. That's Charles Oakley. And so it's so crazy. This fight with McDaniel, the fucking thing about Xavier McDaniel, he just swung on Charles Oakley. He comes to the Knicks, and I swear to God, I read this in the book. This guy used to walk around with a towel hanging off of his dick after games. He would make himself hard and then walk around with a towel hanging off his dick. And it's like, why did you do that? Why are you doing that? That's a weird fucking thing to do. But that was
he wasn't on his rocker either. I'm glad you brought him up.
He was a weird motherfucker.
He's been, I watch the All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes, who's going to make this list here shortly, and Steven Jackson, who ironically is going to make this list here shortly too. I watch a podcast with him, man, and sometimes they have Xavier McDaniel on there, and the way he talks, man, and he was telling the story about the time that Akeem Olajuwon slapped him during the game. He was like, I was having a bad game. And the way he talks, man, I was having a bad game. And, I was having this real bad game. And I was just frustrated. I came out there, I was sitting on the bench. I came out of the game. And I was sitting on the bench. And Coach Rudy Tom, who also will make this list also, he's yelling at me. And I'm all pissed off. And I'm just talking shit, right? And then Akeem turns around and tells me to shut the fuck up. And man, I know you the dream and everything, but who the fuck are you to talk to me like that? You know what I'm saying? And he said, before you know it, Akeem Olajuwon stood up. He stood over me and he slapped the shit out of me, man. And it was crazy because his hand felt like he's been playing in nickels all day.
On that note, would you rather get punched by Magic Shaq or Lakers Shaq? A great question. I'm going with Lakers Shaq because Magic Shaq was his prime physical form.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd wake up ever from being punched by Magic Shaq. Lakers Shaq was, he might miss. He's so drunk.
That punch hit ended Alvin Robertson's career. Like no one's talked about him until now.
Yeah, I don't want it with Magic Shaq. I really don't.
I'll take my chances with Lakers Shaq.
Yeah,
take my chances.
Because
Chris Dudley was not afraid of Lakers Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, Chris Dudley and Rupert Patterson.
Yeah, they weren't afraid of Lakers Shaq.
But it's funny you mentioned the Xavier McDaniel thing because we talk about baseball. I've been seeing all the great Ricky Henderson stories come up lately because. It's baseball season again. And, all the great, the time that Ricky Henderson was in the locker room and they were talking about Bible verses and someone said something about John 3:16 and Ricky Henderson said, what? Ricky doesn't give a fuck about John. He's going to hit 3:16. Ricky's going to hit 3:20. Like Ricky, all the Ricky Henderson stories are great. And this not part of this list, but I would just encourage anyone to just go to YouTube or Instagram and search Ricky Henderson stories because there are just so many great ones. So that's Oak. We are on number 5. And
do you have number 5?
Let me see what I got. Which one are we on right now?
This one is
we're on a different one right
Kermit Washington.
Yep.
And Rudy Tomjanovich. Saying a lot of people know him from being the head coach of the Houston Rockets during that time where Michael Jordan retired and Houston won 2 championships. But a lot of people didn't know Rudy T actually played for the Rockets. Did you know that?
I did know that actually before this.
You
my video crashed. I'm bringing it up right now.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, as he gets his cute, man. This is like it's grainy because it's from the 70s. Like I said, Rudy Tomjanovich was playing. The Lakers and pow! Oh my god, the Lakers and the Rockets. There was like what people don't understand. There was like a fight before then on the side, right? There was a whole another fight. I forget who was fighting. Don't know who was fighting, but you can see Kermit Washington just standing there, like he's like, okay, whoever runs up is finna get it. Whoever's running, and in the second, people to understand is right. Then the other thing I want people to understand is like, mind your motherfucking business, dude. You know what I'm saying? Mind your business. You gotta mind your business. You gotta learn how to mind your business. It looks like Tomjanovich is coming up for to help out a teammate who was back there, because you see the guy who's I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar like has him wrapped up, right? You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of tussling. He runs out there to fight Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, apparently to get at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was a fucking black belt who was trained by Bruce Lee. I don't know why you want to do that anyway, but Kermit Washington, that name alone lets you know how much struggle that man has went through in his entire life. You know what I'm saying? And he's probably been picked on his entire life because his name is Kermit. Because I think this is before the frog, pre-frog. Maybe I don't know. Is it pre-frog? I'm not sure it's pre-frog. You know what I'm saying? But like, if it's like around the same time, like Kermit the Frog is coming up. People making fun of this dude, and he's tired of this shit, right? And who knows where he's from, but like he's got from some type of hood, because he's gonna have his boy back, man. And Rudy T came running up like trying to break up this fight and got dropped like a sack of nickels. It was really bad. The sad part about this was the last game Rudy Tomjanovich has ever played, because that punch right there broke his eye socket. He almost died, which is also crazy in itself. And yeah, he's never played basketball ever since that night. Very, very crazy story. Crazy story.
He also could have just been like running down the court and he's not even looking. He gets fucking decked. Like he's not. No. He's all, I'm gonna get the rebound, and then he gets.
Seriously, there's the fight. There was you see the people in the back. No, I know. Background. Yeah, there's a fight. But bro, mind your motherfucking business, bro. Sometimes you gotta sit some shit out, bro.
Well, yeah, don't charge someone who's already loaded up. Yeah, to throw a punch like that.
I mean, you got to watch it before then, because he was ready for whoever. I think Jesus could have ran out there in the court. He would have socked Jesus in the face.
Yeah, like that's the thing is like when you're running at a dude, like I don't care who it is, you don't run at someone who's pointing a missile launcher at you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some things you simply don't do, like and you just that would be one of them.
Yeah. He was loading that punch up like at least since '69.
Yeah, it's been a few years.
It's been a few years. He was ready. He's like, somebody's gonna catch that motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna hold man. You. Hey, play that punch.
That's what happened to PJ Carlesimo is the thing, man. That's what happened to PJ. Like Latrell Sprewell. He wasn't even having it. And unfortunately, there's no video of this incident, because this was a private practice incident, the time that Latrell Sprewell choked PJ Carlesimo. But, the thing is that Latrell Sprewell's a dick. He was also an awesome basketball player. But after this event in which he choked his coach, my favorite thing about Latrell Sprewell is that he was playing for the Timberwolves, and he was offered, this is in the 90s, a 3-year, $21 million extension, $7 million a year in the 90s. And his agent turned it down saying, and I quote, he has a family to feed. So $21 million was not enough. And then I would also like to point out he never played in the NBA again. So really good choice on that. Yeah. I like Latrell. Latrell is proof positive case number one of talent that doesn't have its head screwed on straight. Latrell Sprewell could have been an all-time player. He's like more talented than Reggie Miller, for example.
Yeah.
Latrell could have been an all-time great, but he had anger issues. He's punching people. He had all sorts of rage problems. Yeah. You know, he had his shit ended with the Warriors. His shit ended with the Blazers. His shit ended with the Knicks, and then the Wolves. Like he just couldn't. He couldn't ever stay out of his own way, and his belief that he was Michael Jordan always cursed him. And it's just one of those dudes who, if he had ever gone to a fucking therapist, might have been an all-time player. You know, Latrell is there's like such a lost history or a lost world in which Latrell Sprewell is one of the greatest NBA players of all time because his talent was top tier, but he was an idiot. What do you?
Agreed. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave there, and I'm gonna go make some rims. Fuck the NBA.
He's a goddamn fool. But hey,
all right. Hey, and just so you know, guys know on this podcast, right? Just because like you're a legend, and just because you died, don't mean you can't catch this heat. No, just me because you can't catch it. Can you roll the clip?
That's a fact. Sorry.
Yeah, can you roll the clip, please?
Oh, yes, I can.
This is the early 2000s. It's the Lakers versus the New York Knicks. And you can see in the top corner up here, there's a little scuffle right there. Pow, pow. That's Chris Childs of the New York Knicks and Kobe Bean Bryant, who, you know, saying a lot of people want to herald as the great Laker. This is number 8, Kobe with the fro. Young, cocky, kind of, have a bad attitude. There's a little dust up in the back.
He got it with the 1-2. Yeah, Childs got it with the quick 1-2.
Two-piece them. So they kind of talk, saying I think Kobe's trying to go around the screen and something's going on, whatever. Like they're getting into it, whatever. They're talking shit. Chris Childs kind of hits him with his shoulder. Kobe hits him with the fucking little elbow, like, a little check elbow, saying, look, he's like, come on. And then like they're gonna show it right here. Like you can see him kind of like, getting aggressive. There's a push, there's a headbutt, and then there's an elbow. Pow, pow.
Oh man.
My thing was like,
and Derek Fisher right in the middle of it.
Derek Fisher, who will be on this soon? Oh my god! Like this is like a who's who of this top 10
NBA fights.
of every NBA fights. It's like Kevin Bacon, 6 degrees separation to Kevin Bacon. Everybody's connected in these shits, man. It's crazy. But that fight right there, man, was hilarious. My expression was like Kobe's reaction because he got hit and he was like, "Oh, what the fuck happened?" Like, man, he got hit. Then he throws his wild ass haymaker and then he like chases Chris Childs around. But at the same time, you kind of look at like Kobe don't want the smoke, man. Oh, it's like let me take this down real quick. Like here's a steal. Rest in peace, Kobe, but you got popped, my dude.
Yeah, twice. That's the thing.
You got socked. You got socked up, my boy. Yeah, you got 2 pieces and a biscuit.
And again, speaking of the nightmare,
the
next one is my boy Derek Fisher. And this is the thing again, no evidence of this event, but the time that Matt Barnes drove 120 miles to Derek Fisher's house to fight him because Derek Fisher was apparently dating his ex-wife. Now, let's be very, very clear. Domestic violence is uncool, and the idea that Matt Barnes drove 2 hours just to intimidate his ex-wife, like, into not dating someone is psychotic behavior. So let's be real clear off the bat.
Oh, for sure.
Matt Barnes is a bad person.
For sure.
Now, aside from all that, that's fucking hilarious. Like he's so mad that you're not even dating, you're not even with her anymore. And not only that, it's a family event. They're not like, it's like grandma's there. And Matt Barnes had to show up and make a goddamn fool out of himself. I remember
it was his kids. His kids had made the call and told him that hey, mommy's new boyfriend's there.
Yeah, mommy's new boyfriend's here.
And who's mommy's new boyfriend? It's like, oh, Uncle Derek. Uncle Derek.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, call Uncle Derek later and be like, hey, man, why didn't you tell me about this? Not let's terrorize everybody. And the fucking thing about Matt Barnes is,
let's be clear here, though. Derek Fisher is also a piece of shit in this situation.
Why?
Bro code, man. Bro code.
Okay. So bro code exists to the point that you can terrorize your ex-wife and your own children. When
yeah, I mean, that's putting the ball back into Matt Barnes' account. But like, I'm not gonna absolve, you know, what's the name for doing what he did. He had no business talking to, Matt Barnes' ex.
Why?
Why? This is bro code, man. You don't know.
They are grown adults.
I get that. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool and all, but like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Nah, hell no, I can't do that.
Man,
I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, no, but still,
this is not high school. We are not 20 years old. We are not 20 years old.
It's not. Bro code is bro code.
You do not own a woman that you were in a relationship.
I'm not saying I own her, but you know, why would you? I couldn't do it, man. It's like me stepping to one of my homeboys.
You don't have to.
It's like me stepping to one of my homeboys' exes. That's off limits, dog.
What Derek Fisher did wrong was not telling Matt Barnes what was going on before he spent time around Matt Barnes' children. That is what is wrong in that situation.
Okay, yeah, we can add that to it.
That to me, you should never ever be around someone else's children until both parents have agreed to that situation.
I agree with you.
But I would also like to point out that if Matt Barnes is so fucking psychotic that he would drive hours to terrorize his ex-wife into not dating a woman, maybe she had a reason for not telling him who she was dating. And I also provide you that's when the reason why, like 2 hours to terrorize
because they know how that dude's gonna react when he, you know, that's why they kept it from him.
Right. And I also would submit that when you react that way, bro code no longer applies. Because when you're a fucking psychopath, you're not a good bro in the first place. So that's the only thing that I would say is that if this dude was an abusive piece of shit, which it kind of seems to me like he was, I don't really give a fuck about what Matt Barnes thinks about bro code. Now, in that situation, you're also saying that you're not friends with Matt Barnes anymore. So for Derek Fisher to then,
but then, and then on top of that, Derek Fisher has been known to dirty Mac too, and that's kind of, you know, and that possibly played a very big part in this too. You know what I'm saying? Dirty Macking is bad. You know what I'm saying? Even you go dirty Mac your bro, like somebody you've been spending time with, someone you know what I'm saying, you built relations with, you know, on the court, off the court, stuff like that. It's like a coworker, man. I would be pissed off like if my girl was messing with one of my coworkers. I will fuck that dude up.
Derek Fisher Matt Barnes was never able to sign a long-term contract commensurate with his talent with any team because of his constant anger problems. And it is hard for me to believe that in this scenario, Matt Barnes is the hero. Again,
I'm not saying he is. What's crazy is driving, being that mad for that long to drive over 100 miles to fight somebody, period. Even in any circumstance, it's crazy.
But it's funny.
It's crazy to me. It's funny.
I'm just saying.
It's funny because I would never do it.
I get what you're saying. I understand this scenario. But my point is that when you do something wrong, and we agree that it's wrong, or we don't agree that it's wrong, or whatever, when you cross someone behind you, and you cross and you say, you know, I dated your ex and I shouldn't have done that or whatever. When you then fly off the handle and do some truly, truly psychotic shit, you basically erase any wrong that was done to you because you went way the fuck too far over the top.
Yeah,
so I get that. If you want anyone to feel bad for you,
you can't.
Go MMA.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. Like I'm not gonna. If you attack Derek Fisher, I'm not gonna like feel bad for you. Like.
Right.
You know, and that's what I felt like. Because Matt Barnes is like, "How could he do this to me on podcasts?" It's like,
I wouldn't feel bad, but I would understand. I get it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I just don't.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Derek, don't come to me talking because Derek be like, hey, man, hey, but I ain't do nothing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We fell off each other, and that's how shit happened. Homeboy couldn't take it. That's crazy. That's crazy, but it's kind of fucked up what you did. Like, so you do kind of deserve some of that ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? So let's have a little bit of accountability here. Let's have a little bit.
Yes,
because
I don't. I'm not.
You know that's gonna piss that dude off, right? Like you fucking with her to begin with, and then number two, on top of that, you around his kids. You feel me? And he don't know.
The being around his kids part. The being around his kids part is very, very, very valid. That to me is extremely valid.
To the point,
but like if they have just been like going on dates to get to know each other, I don't see any issue with that, and I think that's just crazy. Him being around the kids is what activates my understanding of the bullshit.
He should have said, even if like, okay, they're older and they separated, whatever. If that was the case, maybe he should have said,
introduce anyone to your kids.
Don't do that, ladies. Don't introduce anyone to your kids until like, you know, you especially if you have a crazy baby daddy.
If they are 18 years old, that's a different scenario. But until they're 18, do not introduce kids to. I that is the thing that I agree. That's the thing for me is that this issue was never about the girlfriend. It's that he was around Matt Barnes. And again, no, Matt Barnes still shouldn't behave that way. That's none of this shit is a reason to be.
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is. No,
that's also why this is number 2 all time. Because this is literally like a familial debate about what's right and wrong. That's why this is one of the greatest NBA debates of all time. Because it's like they literally spark debate about what's right and wrong in relationships.
Yeah, I just couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
Well, I'm not saying I would do it either. I understand perfectly what you're saying. All I'm saying is that also makes the presumption that your homie that you would not do that to is a good person. And I'm saying that I think that Derek Fisher decided that he felt like Matt Barnes wasn't a good person. Now, you're not wrong about Derek Fisher. I'm just saying that if you don't give a shit about being friends with that person, bro code no longer technically applies if you're in love with someone. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I would ever do it. I'm just saying. I'm never gonna ever date anyone ever again. I'm already like,
she's watching this shit like intense as fuck.
None of this shit applies. I'm
watching the door behind your head. I'm waiting for Brady to walk through. I'm waiting for her to walk through.
I'm dodging right now.
Shout out to Brady. What's up, girl? He wouldn't do it. Right. And for the record, I would never try to date you because like I have somebody she'll kill me too, and she'll kill everybody in this podcast. Don't worry about it. You know, it's never gonna happen. We're never gonna be there. Yeah, y'all kids would never be my stepkids ever.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm imagining like a scenario in which I'm calling your wife, being like, "Hey, so what's going on?" And then like you know what I'm saying? I feel like both like I can imagine both of us Googling like how to wire a car bomb. So like I'm not saying I don't understand what you're saying.
Hey, from a burner, I would never do that.
Of course. Of course. I'm not saying I don't understand what you're saying. I get it completely from that perspective. But I'm saying like if I guess this all again. I guess this all. If we're presuming that they were as close as you and I were, that's a very different scenario. That's a fair enough scenario. We have to know.
There's a reason they kept it from him.
That relationship.
There's a reason because he found out about their relationship through his kids.
That's fair. That part is not cool. And
you know what I'm saying. So that's why that's a big reason why I'm like, hey, Derek Fisher should you know, he didn't catch the flack for this shit too, because it's not just Matt Barnes.
But let's say that I'm single and I find out that White Mike beats his wife and they get a divorce.
Ooh.
And now I'm dating White Mike's wife and White Mike goes crazy. Because he's like, this is another white guy and my wife.
He doesn't know you. He doesn't know you like that, though. You know what I mean? So that's kind of different.
What I'm saying. What is the proximity of Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher's relationship? We've heard many versions. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is what is the proximity? Or White Mike dating my wife? Don't be offended, White Mike. You can go the other way. The joke can go both ways. Although I would never. I did say him beating his wife. That was a really dark joke. I apologize, White Mike.
White Mike would never do that.
Person or something. I don't know.
He is.
All right, let's go to number one. This episode is getting everyone in trouble yet again. I can't keep us out of trouble. I don't know how.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. You want to do this one together? Because this is such a.
This is private. I mean, this is. I knew. Well, hold up, real quick. Let's do. You got a couple honorable mentions.
Oh, a couple honorable mentions. Let me bring it.
Let's do those real quick. Let's bring the honorable mentions. The first honorable mention.
Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. This one was crazy because Draymond Green. We all know he's a bully. You know what I mean? Jordan Poole was talking so much shit to him, and Draymond just couldn't take it. Naturally. He goes, he charges him, and like, you know what I'm saying, and he walks up to him and like, look at him. It's kind of like he's kind of sneaking to get in this space. He backs him up, said boom. Jordan Poole's like, hey, get out of my space, you know what I'm saying? And then Draymond Green follows with a straight right hand.
I mean, that's a lightning fast right hand. Listen, Draymond has a career in boxing. He
knew he wanted to punch him.
Oof,
we talked about Kermit Washington's punch. It wasn't, said that wasn't as low as Kermit Washington's punch. But the moment he started creeping over to him, he knew he wanted to punch him.
Draymond had it under wraps. Like he was more like preparing himself to like
he knew he wanted to punch him.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm gonna go over there.
The former teammates,
this one,
LJ and Alonzo Mourning.
Yes. As a Miami Heat fan, I was a Miami Heat fan back in this time too. Fuck the New York Knicks. I always hated the New York Knicks. LJ and both supreme competitors, man. And this was like, saying they throw blows. Look right here, Charles Oakley.
That's the only dude. You notice Charles Oakley. Alonzo Mourning is the only dude that Charles Oakley was like, yeah, I don't want to fight.
I ain't even going, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying.
Like Alonzo Mourning was not, nobody.
Zoe is yoked up, bro. Zoe is yoked up, bro.
He was always one of my favorite players when I was young, like just because he was, he bounced around a little bit, and there were some years where I felt like he wasn't respected. But I mean, such a dude, just a monster. And the one thing that everyone forgets is, in that 06 title game, down a stretch, he blocked like 4 shots. Like he was a huge part of that actual, like Shaq was like exhausted and Zoe was out there like blocking multiple shots and basically helped build the series.
Yeah, for sure. Like, dude, that's the one thing a lot of people don't talk about is Alonzo Mourning's contribution to that team. People talk a lot about like Dwayne Wade because D Wade he killed it. Not gonna lie, killed it. They talk a lot about Shaq because this is his first championship outside of Kobe. But Alonzo Mourning, kept the Miami Heat in that key rebounds, key blocks, key plays on defense throughout that entire series. So. Shouts out to
and the funny thing is that team is like Jason Williams was starting point guard, Gary Payton was his backup point guard. Yes. Like there were so many veterans on that team. Shaq was obviously the starting center, D Wade, as you said. Alonzo Mourning was the backup. But it was just very crazy, like the number of veterans. I think that everyone forgets that Payton's won title. I think a lot of people think of Payton with the Lakers. And they kind of like, oh yeah, but no, they didn't win. They lost to the Pistons. He won with the Heat. He won like there. It's just there's a lot of that, and again, he was a backup. Jay Will was the starting point guard for that team. Although by that point, Jay Will wasn't, he had
was on
suffered
the backside too.
Yeah, he had suffered a couple of devastating injuries.
Yeah,
he could still pass, but he didn't have the, he wasn't what he was.
Underrated, man. Underrated passer, dude. Like,
just he's like one of the best of all time. Like Jay Will, Sacramento and Memphis Grizzlies. Jay Will is like one of the most ridiculous passers of all time.
You had to been there to watch that. You had to be there. White chocolate was a shit, dude.
White chocolate, yeah. The white chocolate is shit. He's pretty funny on podcast, dude.
Oh, dude.
But number one,
man, the Malice in the Palace started with a hard foul. Funny story about this game. I watched this game live, dude, and I went to bed before this fight happened. I went to bed. It's like I'm watching this game, and you can see the score right there. Indiana is giving it to Detroit.
And this is where a 15-point deficit was a legitimate, like you weren't overturned, because it wasn't
you're getting blown out the doors. You know what I'm saying? Because the game was a lot different. Bro, they were giving it to him because, Detroit came into this season. This is early in the season, like November. Hard foul by Ben Wallace on what's his name? Ron Artest. Ron Artest goes and lays on the scorer's table, right? Somebody from the crowd decides, you know what? Oh, yeah, this is part of the fight right there. It's cool to see old footage. It's, hey, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you, because to me, it's not that old, all right? Because I remember this shit vividly. I can tell you I'm telling you exactly what I did that night. I can't tell you exactly what I did that night, but it's a part of the reason why I left. But I didn't want to watch the game anymore. And then this happens. Someone throws a cup and it hits Ron Artest in the chest. And instead of him like sitting up like, oh, who did that? Who did this? He proceeds to run up in the stands, and history was made that night, man. We gonna see it.
It's coming here.
It's coming. Yeah, okay. And the funny part about this is the dude who actually threw the fucking cup, right? As Ron Artest is charging at him, he looks at his homeboy, and Ron Artest is like, "Oh, it wasn't you, it was him." Yeah. He's like, it's the dude in the blue shirt who threw the cup initially at Ron Artest. He looked at it. He looked at the dude in the black shirt, and Ron Artest was like, "Oh, okay, him, bet." It happens so quick. Why
they were suspended for the whole season.
Big time.
And this dude won $1 million lawsuit, and the dude who threw the beer didn't, but the other dude did.
Yeah, the dude
he got paid out, obviously, because he didn't even fucking do anything.
There was so much shit. Like we didn't talk about Steven Jackson running in there. He went there and started throwing blows for.
They were both traded.
Yeah,
as a result,
and Jermaine O'Neal too. Jermaine O'Neal, he got in on the action. We talked about All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and what's his name? One of the. I get punched, but world peace for 1 million. I don't know, man. The way he was throwing those punches, then like they none of them land, and none of them seemed like they were hurt. So
I know that's the thing is like I feel like the guy was like under the chair, so it looked like world peace was like hitting plastic. So I take that punch too.
See, I'll take that punch too. But it was, dude, the whole thing was just fucking crazy, bro. Like I woke up the next morning and my boy was like, "Yo, you miss it the minute you went to bed, bro." It went down in that game. I was like, "What the fuck you talking about?" Like it was already like over. Yeah. He was like, he turns on SportsCenter, and of course on SportsCenter they're showing it. I'm like, my god.
The Pacers were the best team that season, and they would have won a championship. That whole thing, that could have been Pacers dynasty. Like that event is one of the craziest derailing moments in NBA history, and well worthy. When we did number one, we both knew what would be number one.
It cost a player, according to you, player 101 a championship.
Yeah,
Reggie Miller. The Pacers would have won. That was his last year.
Yeah,
Pacers
they would have won that year, and it was No, that was because that team was so good. They were so deep. And they were all basically suspended for the whole year. But
three big pieces were suspended for the whole year.
Yep,
Ron Artest is gone the whole year.
Then he got traded to Sacramento.
Yeah,
Steven Jackson, I think, got traded to
San Antonio.
The Warriors or San Antonio after? It was San Antonio after that.
San Antonio, yeah.
Yeah, and then Reggie Miller retired. Yeah. Like that was
Jermaine O'Neal left too, I think, or did he come back? Because like he had the shortest sentence. I think
Jermaine O'Neal was back and then maybe traded. I can't remember. It was, but it wasn't. It was. They fucked it up. They fucked
it up, dude. Big time. That was the craziest. That had to be number one. It had to be number one.
Oh yeah, that was no question. We both knew.
All right,
what's going on with Truth Be Told?
Let's see what's going on. We'll be back this week. We don't have a guest this week, but we will. We'll be showing up on Jay. We had Jay Reels on the last on the previous podcast. We will be on Jay Reels sometime this month. We just got to reach out to him and talk to him. Let's see. That's it. We have a big. I won't say a big. We will have a live one where we will actually be together, doing a show for the first time since the inception of Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. Very, 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 very excited about that. It's going to be on location somewhere. I can't tell you just yet, but it's going to be it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time.
That'd be awesome, man.
What's going on with you guys? I love what y'all do over there, man.
Yeah, appreciate
podcast, the Blunt Doctor Show. You grinding, bro.
I know. I'm doing a lot. Same to you guys, dude. I watch every time I see clips come up. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm watching. I love everything. Dude. Every time PowerPoint makes a point, I'm like, fuck yeah. Like I fucking agree with like every single thing that he says. It's too bad that he's an Orioles fan. I can never that.
That's his adult team, man. He lives in Baltimore, so yeah. Personally, me, I would never become a Dodgers fan. Never. Personally, me, it just won't happen. It just won't happen, especially after they beat us in the World Series and just how seeing Dodgers fans for who they are. I know a lot of people, that I fuck with watch this show and watch our clips and shit like that. And this might get clipped, but Dodger fans are up there with me. You know what I'm saying? It's it's Red Sox fans, Alabama fans, Dodger fans. They're right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're up there. You're a Red Sox fan, aren't you? And it's cool. It's cool, bro. It's cool.
Honestly,
we don't get into it. We don't get into it that bad. But
no,
Dodger fans out here, bro. Nah, I can't. I try, bro. I can't with them, bro.
I was like a diehard Red Sox fan, but honest to God, like all of that came from my obsession with Tom Brady and the way that Boston fans treated Tom Brady when he left. I just don't. It's not that I just don't have a baseball team that I root for anymore. Like I root for the Red Sox. I just don't. I'm not like.
I'm not. See why I say?
You care more about baseball than me. I will give you that. You care about baseball more than me.
Right, but you see why I hate people from Boston.
I'm not from Boston.
I know, but you see why I hate Boston. But you talk about the fans and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You see why. You see why.
But you're the person who would, honest to God, sit here and list obnoxious fan bases and not list the Yankees. So no one can take your opinion seriously on anything anyway.
Oh, I know we're up there. I know we're up there. I'm not oblivious to that fact. You know what I'm saying? But this is people I hate. You know what I mean? If I were to make a list, Yankees fans, with the exception of me, and I was included in this list probably like 7 years ago. Top five.
Phillies fans are the most annoying, so it really doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't matter what list you make.
I would say,
sports fans are the worst.
I would say I would go with Philly fans. They're the worst. They're the worst fan base. Followed by Boston. The Dodgers, Alabama, Yankees. Boom. There you go.
You're such an unbelievable hater.
What about that's realistic, bro? That's realistic.
You are a certified hater.
You gotta understand. You gotta understand. People hate the Yankees because the Yankees are great.
You'd still be a hater because that's what you do. You hate in your soul.
No, I don't.
Because you grew up in Alabama and that's how you were raised. Is just to be a hater of all people. That's Alabama justice deep in your soul, baby.
I observe everything. You know what I'm saying? One of the reason I call myself king is because I see every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I see it all, dog. Like, so getting into podcasts, getting into sports podcasts, and definitely has changed my scope of like how I am as a fan. It made me look at myself like as a Yankees fan, is like, damn, these motherfuckers are fucking obnoxious. I can't be like them. You know what I mean? I've met Alabama fans who can't stand Alabama fans. You know what I mean? I have a buddy that doesn't go to Alabama games because like he's like, there's way too many Alabama fans. This dude is a diehard Alabama fan.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? When you don't want to be around your own kind, that's a problem. See, Yankees fans, I love being around other Yankees fans. You know what I mean? When somebody from there's Dodgers fans who when there's Dodgers fans like that I know personally, diehard Dodgers fans would never go to a Dodger game because Dodger fans are fucking obnoxious, especially now. You know, so they're at the top of the they're at the top of the hill. You feel me? Especially now. I had somebody send me like a meme from the 5th inning of the World Series, Game 5. Bitch, I don't fucking care. You know what I mean? No. Right now, I guess it's supposed to rile me up, but like I didn't fucking care. You know, oh well. I said, I replied, hey, that's cute.
All of this is hater talk. So
it's not. It's not.
I'm
not a hater, bro. I'm a realist. Hey man, it was great doing this show.
I appreciate you, man. We'll be back next week.
We still don't have an outro, so
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Peace. Right.